Hey guys, welcome back to Mixing Up with Maddie. This week we have a special guest, Meredith Price.
Hi,
So,
everyone. I'm Meredith, and I am the team dietitian for the University of Washington softball. Thanks, Maddie, for having me on.
yeah. So this week we're going to be making Mexican bowls.
And we've got two different kinds of bowls that we're making. So Maddie's got our vegetarian option. So she's using a tofu for her protein choice. And then I've got shrimp as mine. We both feel like these bowls can be really great options for athletes, for dinner, and even for leftovers and kind of more of like a meal prep setting for lunches during the week. So we both recognize that good fueling habits are good for performance and health. And so we're excited to show you our recipe.
Yeah, totally. So for my bowl, I'm going to be using rice and black beans, and I think Meredith's bowl, you're going to be using quinoa, right?
Exactly. So just kind of showing that whatever you have on hand in the pantry, you can kind of mix and match. We both kind of went through and we found some veggies that we both had, but our toppings are a little bit different. And so you can kind of use this recipe as a base and then add whatever you have at home.
So for the guacamole, you're going to need an avocado, some cilantro, onion, half of a lime, some salt, and if you have either jalapeno or serrano, I like to add this too sometimes. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the seed out of your avocado, and then you're going to cut the avocado. So now you're going to slice your cilantro and your onion to go inside the guacamole. Now I'm going to slice up my serrano. So I like to slice it in half. Then I like to just slice like some of the green off and not put any seeds because it's really spicy. Now we're gonna add the lime. So there's all the cilantro, onion, serrano, smashed avocado. Okay, I'm gonna add my lime. A pinch of salt. Once you have all your toppings in, you're gonna mash it together. Okay guys, for tonight's recipe, we're gonna be using Bon Appetit Mag's vegetarian taco bowl recipe. So you're going to need 1 block of tofu, pressed and dried. You're gonna need 2 teaspoons of coriander, 1 teaspoon of smoked sweet paprika, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. You're also going to need garlic, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so I've torn my tofu up into 1 to 2 inch pieces, just crumbled it with my hands. And then I've heated up my oil in my pan on medium high, and I'm gonna add my tofu. And you're just gonna brown it a little bit for about 5 minutes. So once my tofu is brown a little bit, I'm gonna break it up into smaller pieces now. So when it's crisp on the edges, I'm just gonna break it up with my spatula. Then I'm going to add my garlic and just stir. Once the crumbles have browned, I'm gonna add my seasonings and cook and mix it up until all of it gets incorporated. So this was smoked paprika, cumin, and coriander. So now once I've added the seasoning, I'm also going to add my 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. So once it's all incorporated, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of some sriracha for some extra spice. And 1 cup of water. While the tofu is finishing up on the stove, I've seasoned some black beans with garlic powder, cumin, coriander, cayenne, and some onion salt. Now that the tofu is done and it's waiting on the stove, I'm gonna grate some carrot for some extra topping, and I'm also gonna slice some lime. So the bowl is finished and I have my seasoned black beans, my crumbled tofu, I have some roasted broccoli, grated carrots, some leftover roasted corn, there's white rice under there somewhere, and then I have some fresh guac on top with some lime. I hope you guys enjoy.